Hey, what's up guys, BFHD here, got another Skillicious squad for you. More than halfway through the series now. I think I'm only going to do up to 10 episodes of these. Let me know if you want me to do more. I'm thinking of doing the Road to Glory like I mentioned in previous episodes. Not sure what player to do it to yet. But let's get onto the squad. This team is quite an expensive team. I'll go through that at the end, how much exactly, or around about. But it's quite a dear team. It has a mixture of silvers and golds. Also has quite a few different leagues and nationalities. Tried to get a variety in there for you, so a lot of people like a nice hybrid of different varieties of players involved. Could ask you to hit the like button now. Comment about anything you want. Any feedback would be great. Helpful feedback. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these, and I'm doing the Road to Glory as well, like I mentioned. What I'm probably going to do is do 4 days a week will be the Road to Glory, and the other 3 will be squad builders. I'll evenly spread it out though. I mean, I'll like split it up so it's like 2 days Road to Glory, 1 day squad builder kind of thing, and get a bit of variety on the channel, because as you can imagine, thinking of these teams every day and trying to make different teams isn't the easiest. Trying to get skillers in there, but this team has a lot of 5-star skillers. That's what the series is based around. It's based around skill players, so 5 and 4-star skill players. Try to include as many as possible. I think I've done quite well with this one because it's my favourite team to date. It's got fast and strong, high-rated players in defence. It's also got a good attack force. I also had a player donated, well not donated, but I was able to use for this squad builder. I'll get onto that later and who that was from. But big thanks to him. If he's watching this, he'll know who it is. I'll say later anyway. But yeah, first player we've got, the only goalkeeper we've got is Diego Lopez. Really good all round, good at shot stopping, good reflexes. Made quite a few double saves for me on the line, and against some really good players as well, the likes of Van Persie, Suarez, the rest of them. Really good BPL teams. That's all I seem to come up against. So yeah, he's a really good keeper. Good from corners. He's not the tallest, as we'll get on to now. I don't know how tall is he. Oh, he is the tallest. I apologise for that. I didn't think he was very tall in game. Didn't seem it. But yeah, he's a good player. He's really good for coming out for corners. Really good all-round stats. Quality for I've already mentioned the shot stopping, but the reflexes as well. Really good player. Definitely recommend him. Very cheap. Could get him in any hybrid, any Spanish side. Definitely. You don't want to be paying out for Casillas. I think he's like 100k Casillas. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's around that price. You don't want to be paying that much for a goalkeeper. You just want a solid player. You don't want to be dishing out too many coins. Well, that's me personally. Anyway, we get on to the first defender now. First defender we've got, you can see them all there, but we've got Vorsa. Ghanaian, really good player. Fast there, you can see 77 pace, which is really good. That's what I like in my defence. So I'm not very good at defending, but he's really good beefy centre back. He's really fast. I've already mentioned that. He's really good at heading corners. I think I scored a header, only one header. I only played a few games with this team. I think I played about 7 games. Yeah, 7 games, you can see there. 1 goal, really cheap, 900 coins. Definitely recommend him in a Premier League, not Premier League team, in a MLS team. If you can get him into one, Ghanaian team, hybrid, anything. Really good cheap player. Considering, taking into account the other 2 centre backs, really good for your money. Keep stumbling on my words here. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I already mentioned, really good player, really tall, 6'4", great player. Getting into the second centre back we've got here. The most expensive player in the team, in the defence anyway, is Ramos. Sergio Ramos, really good player, fast, must have really good sprint speed in game, because he seems to be able to catch up with players like I've already mentioned, like Suarez and Van Persie. Van Persie isn't very fast, but he catches up with the players. Really good player all around. Really good at last man challenges. Good passing on him. Really good at getting forward. For headers from corners, you can see there 88 heading in game. He has about 90 heading accuracy, so really good from corners, really deadly. And headers on this game seem to be, I find them really easy to score. But yeah, definitely recommend trying to get him. Try and get him in the team if you can afford him. He's a really good player all round. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. So I don't know if you like to do skills, doing those roulettes, going past players in your defence. A bit risky, but if you like to do that, definitely give him a go. If you've got the money there, you can see. 131k, so it's a lot of money, but he'll drop if you wait a few weeks. Definitely drop, and try and get him when he's dropped in price a little bit, maybe. Really good player, strongest centre back I've used on the game to date. So yeah, really good player. Get on to the last centre back here. You can see it's Pepe. Don't like this guy in real life at all. I think he's a right dirty beep, but you know, really good player in the game. Beefy defender, just like Vorsa. 10 ratings between them, but I'd rate Vorsa a bit higher. I really liked him. Really good player. Hard to get into a team, as you can imagine, because he's got a name. But he's a good player. Fast. Pepe is fast. Really good beefy player. Good at last man challenges. He seemed to dive in a lot for me though. That's the downside. I don't know if he has a trait to do that, but he seemed to. I conceded. I think it was 2 or 3 penalties because of him basically diving in at the last minute instead of staying on his feet. So I'm not sure about him. He was a good player, but 25k is not bad for him. I'd recommend him. He should. That's his only downside really. I found was he would dive in quite a lot. Anyway, first midfielder we'll get on to now. First winger we've got here is Quincy. If you've seen my previous episodes, you will have noticed he'd been on the bench usually, and I'd bring him on quite a lot and play him as a striker. This time wanted to get him into a team, basically based the team around him and the striker, which you'll see later on. But really good player. You see there, very fast player, 5-star skiller, and really cheap when I got him. But he's only 8,700 I got him for. I believe he has risen in price quite a bit. I could sell him on for a nice bit of profit, but at the moment I think I'm just going to keep him because I do like to use him. He's one of my favourite players on the game in that right mid slot. Obviously with those 5-star skills, I do personally love doing skills. Yeah, definitely recommend him if you can afford him. That's the only problem, he has risen. So definitely try and get him in a team if you can. First defensive mid we've got here is Michael Essien, ex-Chelsea player. I'm not sure if he's on loan or I think he might be on a season's loan. I'm not too sure though. Don't hold me to that. Really good power shot. Only says 74 shot in game. He has a really good power shot and really high power. Good long shots as well. I hit the bar with one. I haven't managed to score a lot of long shots in this game, I've noticed. So yeah, I don't know what's the deal with that, but yeah, you can see they're really good consistent stats apart from the pace. But pace in defensive mid for me doesn't really matter personally. You might have a different opinion on that, but really good player. Good. He's like kind of a Pirlo player again. He'll sit back. Obviously, he doesn't have as good at passing. Kind of sit back and just really good at putting in those challenges. Really good player. For your money there, 2,500. You could probably get him for cheaper than that. I've probably overpaid for him, but I got him in position and formation, so that's my excuse. Anyway, second defensive mid we've got here is Thiago. Really good player. Got him mainly for chemistry because I did need a Portuguese central midfielder from Liga BBVA to link up with the players. You can see there he links up with them all. Really good at sitting back, just like Essien. Also has a 4-star skills, which I did not realise. Once I bought him, I checked it. I went to do a dummy shot. I needed a chop, so I was like, oh, alright, okay. But yeah, really good player. You can see there, he's got decent defending stats, good passing stats, all-round good player. Decent right foot on him as well. So definitely, you can get the chance. Have a few long shots with him. Try and get him in any rare team or any team you can get him into. I definitely recommend him. Him and Martinho would be great players to play in the centre mid together. Anyway, the last winger we've got here is Nani. Used him in a previous episode. Really good player. I really like him this year. Last year I wasn't too keen on him personally, but this year really do like him. This is probably my favourite team to date as well. But brilliant player in my opinion. Great shot. He's got really good dribbling. Fast player. He seems a bit fast in 87 pace to be honest, but he's really good. I tend to favour this side quite a lot when I'm attacking the left side because of the striker I used as well. But a brilliant player. Quite an expensive player. I mean, he's got 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, so I don't know, for a Premier League with those stats and those skills and weak foot, I don't know if 50k is too much. Personally, I would pay a bit more than that for him because I really like him, but that's just my opinion. Really good player, like I've already mentioned. I'm not sure if I got a goal at the end with him. You'll have to wait and see because I did include goals this time. Had a little bit of time. Played 7 games overall tonight. I hit like a few nice goals in one game and a few games don't know, let me know about the goals at the end. I managed to get them this time, but that's just because the trade pile was down. I was going to originally upload this today, or yesterday for you guys. I'm doing the commentary at night, so yeah. Anyway, the last midfielder we've got here, attacking mid, Jaja. Also used him in a previous squad. I tried to get a lot of players from previous squads that I enjoy and put them into the same team. In this team, he didn't really shine, but he is a silver. You got to remember that. In the silver teams, he was a really good player, but in this team, he lacked, obviously lacked pace. But in that position, the attacking mid, he seemed to just not be quick enough for me. I think the players around him were very quick, so he didn't really, what's the word? He didn't really excel as much as he could have, and has done in previous teams for me and matches. Good left foot. I've already been over this in previous ones. Tall player as well. 9k. You know, I recommend him. I mean, if you can get Ronaldinho into it, or Jadson or someone like that, definitely get them instead. But personally, I really like this guy. Anyway, first striker we've got is Leandro Damião. Really good player. Watched him in the Olympics. Really good player. I enjoyed watching him a lot. Heard a lot of good things about him. He's only got 71 pace, but has a monster shot and generally just a really good player. Definitely recommend picking him up. Really strong player on the ball. I only scored 2 goals with him, but that's because the other striker stole the show. But yeah, really cheap player. Get him in a team if you can. And the last player we've got here is Wallison, and this guy is amazing. Go on Twitter, everyone will know him. Impolinio. I was asking on Twitter if I could borrow him, because one of you guys in the comments was asking for a team around him, and I was on Twitter asking did anyone have him. I could borrow him, and Joe was very kind in letting me use him. I really enjoy this guy. I don't know whether he has the finesse shot or like the trait or what, but he's brilliant for me. 6 goals, 7 games, quite consistent. I mean, coming against like gold defences, David Luiz, Dedes, that kind of player, he was just tearing them apart. A few nice goals at the end I scored with him. There's a very nice skill run from the kick-off with him as well. But got him off Joe Impolinio. Really, big thanks to you, Joe, for letting me use him. Great player. I'll definitely have to go and pick him up. But definitely, I tried to get him in a team for one of you guys. I hope you enjoyed this team. Personally, it's been my favourite. We'll just back out and go back in to prove that everyone gets 9 But it's a really good team. I really enjoyed the team using it. I can't keep it because I have to give Wallison back, but unfortunately, he for me has been my favourite player on the game. So I'm definitely going to try and get him in a team. I don't know what Ibrahimovic is around. I don't know whether it's because he's the only striker I've used, apart from Sobis, he's originally a centre forward, the only out-and-out striker with 5-star skills that I've used, or what. But a really good player. Definitely recommend him if you can afford him. Very dear player. Thanks again to Joe, and enjoy the clips at the end. See you next time.